Sanbonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the latest episode of Sibongile and the Dlaminis. Now we know guys, last week's episode ended with Ubabu Vuma going to Usibongile's school and confronting her about her apparent idiotic decisions that has landed her in this position of actually losing her internship and her bursary basically. So shame Ubabu Vuma, he's not happy at all guys, and I understand, like he's not hearing anything. No Sibongile, she's confused because remember Ujaba akamtshelanga lutho, she doesn't know nothing. So Ubabu Vuma is saying to Sibongile ukuthi usulahle ithuba elingaka, sesisebenze kangaka Sibongile, like ngani Sibongile, ngobani Sibongile, like was it worth it? Like why would he throw away such a big opportunity? Sibongile goes on to say ukuthi baba ngizokhuluma noJabu. Baba Vuma goes on to say ukuthi uzokhuluma uthini kuJabu, like what are you going to say with Jabu, like what are you gonna say? Because Moshagele Ujabu has said already ukuthi what's done is done. Usibongile, you can see there guys ukuthi her tears are rolling down her face, and Ubabu Vuma's like, oh, are you going to use those tears to clean up this mess? I got Makeza, like Umoshila, like he is, I shame, he's disappointed you guys. Sibongile goes on to saying Lisa Baba, and Uvuma says ukuthi yazi Sibongile bengikuthembe kanjani, like I trusted you Sibongile, like akufani nawe to do something like this. I thought ukuthi you were back to your senses and you knew ukuthi yini okubalekile, you knew what's important and why ulana, you know why you here. Kodwa ucaceleni ukuthi bengizikhohlisa nje ukuthi you clearly don't know what you're here. You don't know why you're here. You have lost track ukuthi why you here eThekwini or eMaritzburg. Bosch goes on to say, Baba ngiyaxolisa. As she's saying that, Shemu Babu Vuma aphakame, he just leaves. Amshiya kanjalo. And she's like, Baba wazi ukuhamba kanjalo nje ngiyaxolisa. Babu Vuma continues walking away. She's like, Baba, he walked away. Guys, it's so unfair because Ujabu, remember, he did not even Usibongile at this point uzwa ngubaba wakhe ukuthi the internship is gone. Ujabu has not spoken anything to Usibongile. He goes to the father first. So I'm like, he goes to the father so that the father can discourage Usibongile and ukwenza's relationship. Then on top of that, he fires her. Like that is not even the right way. How do you fire a person first, but by then giving her a dismissal letter first? That's unfair. What's worse, throughout this whole episode, Ujabu did not even show himself, guys. Like, Ujabu, I can't even believe ukuthi I once liked Ujabu for Usibongile. Anyway, guys, we in the Dlamini household. Upheteni, she gets a knock on the door, Sekseni, and she opens the door, and guess who is it? Unomfundo. At this point, I'm just asking myself, Utai Nomfundo every day, uwe, Ekseni, ozofika kwaDlamini, come on, ma'am. Upheteni is like, une appointment. Unomfundo's like, I don't think appointment. I don't need an appointment to see my son. Azingenele nje. Emzini yabantu, guys. Unomfundo mangena-ke ufitha Mavis, and she's like, Mavis, and Mavis is like, yeah, Mfundo. Unomfundo goes on to say ukuthi uphi boy Mavis athi-ke ukhona. Phetheni says, hey wena Nomfundo, like umthathu wakho uza like uzimisela umgibela la ekhanda, like akukhona espaza lana ukuthi like you just utheleke, you come in whenever you want to. Nomfundo goes on to say ukuthi ingane yami ihlala la ekhaya, ngizotheleka noma kunini or ngizotheleka mengifuna, like I will come whenever I want to basically. She just looks at Mavis and she says, uphi boy, like ngimphathela ukudla kwakhe akuthandayo kakhulu istampu and i-oxtail ave ithanda nkosi yami. You know what's the thing? You know what's the joke about this? Uchuphetheni, she's the one who suggested Uchutemba azohlala lana by the Dlamini household, and she told Unomfundo to her face, Uti, I took everything away from you. I even took your son away. So what does Upheteni expect? Because she made it seem she gave unomfundo that insecurity ukuthi I'm trying to take away your son away from you. So now that's why unomfundo comes whenever she wants to, because like it's the way uPhetheni decided to do things. So now it's looking like uPhetheni's plan to take away what matters most to Nomfundo has failed, because Nomfundo is adamant which she's going to come whenever she wants to, you guys. I get uPhetheni is like, I but we expect ukuthi ingane iphathe istampi esikolweni. Unomfundo's like, Aibo, iyona favorite food yakhe njena leyo, like what's the problem ngestambu and your oxtail? Peten is like, kwakubi ke ngoba I already gave uThemba imali ye-lunch. And then unomfundo goes on to say ukuthi umnike ini? Like unike ingane yami imali. Mina ngiyifundise kahle ingane yami. Yezwa wena Peten, imali ayiphathwa nje, imali iyasetshenzelwa. Mela ayisebenzele imali ayiphathe mekasenayo. Aphathe imali once, he's worked for it. Why she's speaking like that, guys? Uwenzeni and uThemba come into the room, but obviously uPhetheni and unomfundo don't see them coming in because they are basically arguing and screaming at one another at this point. Unomfundo goes on to say ukuthi yekela lento yenzayo Phetheni, like you are wasting my hard work, ngifundise kahle ingane yami ini. uPhetheni is like, I wena, like awukahle wena Nomfunda, yekela uzenza uparent of the year, like ngikhulise ingane ozu-3 Nomfundo, uThemba uzoba right mekakhuliswa yimi. Mavis is trying to khuza ukuthi hayibo ingane like zibukele ingane zilana, like the children are here, like calm down you guys. uPhetheni is like, awukahle Mavis, like kuyadelela lona. Then unomfundo eventually sees that uThemba and uWenzemi is in the group. Is in the room. Unomfundo goes on to say, boy, uma uphethele favorite yakho istambu and the oxtail in she gives it to him and she's like, okay boy, ngiyahamba ngizokubona. And then he says bye bye ma, and she leaves. Now I feel like it's kind of inappropriate, guys. If she wants to see her son, why doesn't she come at least after school? Why doesn't she come gama weekendi? Like that is an opportunity to spend time with the child, but she can't just come in exeni aleti lunch and then like, why doesn't she drop it off ke? Because like chaos ayenzayo like is really unnecessary basically. But anyway, unomfundo aziphumele and uPhetheni is like, yazi mhlola yami ekuseni. I'm like, idrama yalamba. Anyway, we see uKhuzwayo, guys. uKhuzwayo is going through the most. He is heartbroken after Usamke broke the news to him that, listen, she's not interested in him. They are just friends. So uKhuzwayo is sitting at Tishini Wambambo. He's looking at his tombe zika Samke samwake efonini. When Uvenepi comes in and she's like, I need to yazi ukuthi mumkhumbula, like you can actually go and see her. uKhuzwayo responds and says, cha, sekuphelile ngane yami, like everything sekuphelile. Uvelephi surprised ukuthi hayibo ushukuthini, like nihlukene like already, like so quick. uKhuzwayo goes on to say ukuthi yonke lento like was all in my head. The engagement, uthando lwethu, like it was all in my head, it was in my imagination. Ngoba uSamke says ukuthi thina, she sees us as just friends. He goes on to say ukuthi yazi evelephi bengi-ready to be leya ndoda that thing for yena, for uSamke. Yazi bengi-ready ukuthi ngiziphuthe like and take myself serious. I was ready to be a man for uSamke. Anke uvelephi goes on to say ukuthi abanga ukuthi kumele umnikeze isikhathi, like give her time, and maybe when we give her time, like she will come around. Bebe khuluma kanjalo, guys. uSangweni angene emnyango uphethe isikhafutina, and uSangweni mele angena, he's like kwamuntu nje la endlini la kufe bani. uKhuzwayo goes on to respond asho ukuthi hey mshana, amaphupho ami afile nje. He goes on to say, uKhuzwayo goes on to say, mekabona ke uSangweni ephethe ikhaftina. He says to him ukuthi ungishiyele kodwa like ukudla. So then uSangweni goes on to say ukuthi hayi askesi bengingazi ukuthi ngizofika lana angikushiyelanga ukudla. So then uSangweni goes on to say ukuthi yazi like le nto kababa noSamke meyiqala when it started I was against it kodwa yabo uSamke mekapheka kanje. So kusho ukuthi uSangweni uthathe isikhafutina from uSamke. So kusho ukuthi uLokhuzana uKhuzwayo knew that that was Samke's food and you wanted some of that. Manje uSangweni is like, listen, I was against a relationship kababa noSamke. Kodwa-ke uSamke mekapheka kahle kanje like ukudla okumnandi kanje like hayi ngimthandile ngimkhonzile. So uVelephi is giving uSangweni that look to say ukuthi this is not the time, like don't say it because you know uKhuzwayo when he hears that is like uthini hawe ma like you can see his heart he's broken because he caught on ukuthi uSamke rejected him only to be with Uvuma. Aye guys, and I've got a feeling he's not going to take it well. Anyway, uSibongile goes to the office, guys, and Melangena, before she enters, she's in the building, but before she enters her area, last sebenzela khona, the security comes and is like, hey, like, ukuthi like, wenzanana, like, where do you think you're going? Sibongile goes on to say ukuthi bengicela ukukhuluma nomphathi. The security says ukuthi hayi wena like kahle like you are not allowed here. Like cela usiphumele like get out. uSibongile is like I'm not allowed kanjani manje like akukhonakali like cela ukukhuluma nomphathi. Can I speak noJabu? I'm sure he will fix everything. Remember at this point uSibongile is not clear ukuthi what's going on. She's here to ask uJabu ukuthi like ayibo what is this thing Baba Kulumayo about, you know, the internship being taken away and whatnot. The security goes on to say, ukuthi lento engitshela yona Sibongile, yile like ivela kumphathi lo mphathi that she's saying you want to speak to, everything I'm telling you ivela kuye, it's an instruction coming from him. While the security is speaking kanjalo bemile, a lady comes in alazi ukuthi usisi wase-HR or where she comes in and then she gives uSibongile like a brown envelope and she says Sibongile okwakho lokhu. uSibongile is like, what is this? Like, you know, like, what is this brown envelope? And the lady just says, angazi sis, like, all I know, ukuthi okwakho lokhu. The security goes on to say, ukuthi, do you want me to hold you ngezandla zami ngikhiphe lana, or are you going to be ilady uzihloniphe ube usisi nje uziphumele ke? Sibongile gets the message and she decides to leave, you guys, but when she's leaving, everyone in the office now is looking at her, like all eyes on her till she exits because of this scene that the security basically caused. Hi guys, on other news in the Dlamini household, uwenzeni guys, hey, uwenzeni ukala podcast guys, and the podcast, it's a new podcast. Midayetala le podcast, she's like, hey guys, welcome to Wenzi's podcast. Namhlanje nginiphethe ezishisape. Something like that, and she's like, I think phela my dad cheated with Isebenzisa endlini wangapheleli lapho, like he had a child with that helper that he cheated on. Now that child of the helper sekahlala lana, and Uma is taking care of that child. Today Uma wengane came to give ingane lunch, oxtail and stamp, but Uma was so angry about it, she decided to tell the mother ukuthi unikezele ingane imali. So she goes on to say ukuthi kodwa-ke it's nothing surprising because laba Dlamini, that's what they do. They don't know what's your favorite food, they don't know what you love. All they'll do ukuthi baphosele ngemali, they just throw you with money and they expect money to make things okay. I'm like, wenzeni? Hayibo wenzeni? Imagine wenzeni is airing her family's dirty business on a podcast, guys. I'm just like, the Dlaminis will never rest. Wenzeni is like the gift that keeps giving, because listen, she will not protect her family, like she will out them at any opportunity she gets. Yeah, guys, we see Wenzo decides to go and see uSibongile at school, and listen, you can see which uSibongile is not fine, you guys. And he tells uSibongile ukuthi like angithanda ukubona, like I don't like to see you like this, and ukuthi ukhulume nami. Like it's a sad situation, and Usbongile goes on to say, as like I let my father down, like everything we worked hard for, everything is over. And Uwenzo's trying to comfort Usbongile and he's like, don't ungapheli ithemba, Sibongile bengicela ukuthi ungivumele to pay your fees. Please allow me to pay your fees. I know you want to do things the right way, but please, like, I am here in your life for your reason. Usibongile-ke uyamazi-ke, she's like, Kwenzo, we just got back together. I can't be umthwalo. Like, and we just got back together. Like, angifuni inkinga mina. And Ukwenzo tried to tell her, like, there won't be any problems, Bongile. I'm in your life for a reason. Like, I'm trying to, like, help you. Like, isikhathi sokuhlupheka or sokusokola, like, siphelile Sibongile, cause ngikhona manje. Like, give me a chance to help you. And Usbongile is like, no, I can't accept that. Bengicela ukuthi unginikeze ichance to see if I can figure things out. Shame, guys. Ukwenzo was really trying to be there. And I don't understand. Well, I get it, but I don't get why Usbongile is not accepting her help. I get to Uti, like, she feels like it's too much. But at this time, I feel like this was the opportunity for Usbongile to come clean and tell her everything, and tell Ukwenzo everything about Uchabu, or what Chabu made her do in terms of suing the Dlaminis. I feel like she should have came clean, because at this point, if Uchabu is that bitter to fire her, how far is he willing to go to destroy their relationship? So if Usbongile doesn't make this move first, Uchabu is gonna make the move first and tell Ukwenzo and the whole family that lalela lo muntu othi uyamthanda Kwenzo. She was planning basically to sue your family and maybe even add some sugar and spice them. I get, guys. Ukuzwayo decides to go see Usamke, ukwate. As Ukuzwayo walks into istola sila Samke, Usamke goes on to say, but he has been sitting up phone la yazi isinki, ayisebenti isinki blokile in ini. And Ukuzwayo just looks at her and is like, eqale nini? Usamke goes on to say ukuthi about iqale namhlanje ekuseni about nguthi it's the peels of the potatoes ukuthi you are blockile Amy. She's thinking ukuthi uKuzwayo is asking regarding the sink. Kanti uKuzwayo uzikhulumele zakhe indaba. Yo, uKuzwayo is like, like, don't make yourself an idiot. Mina ngikhuluma ngale ndaba yakho novuma iqale nini le ndaba. He goes on to say ukuthi sonke lesikhathi Samke, like, you were doing all of these things just to keep me quiet so that ngingayikhulumi imfihlo zakho. Like, Samke, kanti wena ungumuntu onjani? Like, what kind of animal are you, Samke? Like, Samke ukwazi ukulala nendoda yomuntu owambulala. Ngathi ha. Kuzwayo indaba engaka, like, how do you know ukuthi Samke seyalale novuma? Yo, he goes on to say ukuthi lalela wena Samke, like, ngeke uwenze, like, you won't do that to a person like me. You won't do that to me. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to expose you, Samke, for the person you are. I'm just like, Kuzwayo, I was so surprised, guys. Hey, anyway, now, guys, Usamke, because she can see Ukuzwayo is angry and she's serious. What she decides to do, she decides to make the move first before Ukuzwayo. So Uvuma comes to see Usamke later on, and Uvuma can see ukuthi Usamke is not fine, and he's like, how kanti Samke, like, yini inkinga, like, what's bothering you? Samke goes on to say ukuthi hayi yazi khona into engifuna ukutshela, but I don't want to see ngathi mina ngibhidliza imizi yabantu or ngibhidliza ifamily yabantu, but uKuzwayo. And Uvuma's like, yini, like, tell me. She's like, Vuma bengicela ukuthi ungangifosteli ngikhulume, like, the problem is, but anyway ngizokutshela ukuthi bengifuna ukubuza ukuthi uyamthemba uKuzwayo. Because he's not a type of person you should trust. I don't think Ukuzwayo uyakthanda. Like, I feel like Ukuzwayo doesn't love you, and I found out recently Ukuzwayo is still speaking not Deliwe. Obviously, I don't know if that is true, but I don't think that's true because we haven't seen Ukuzwayo speaking with Deliwe. She goes on to say yazi like mina ngikhathazekile ngawe like udeliwe obviously she wants some sort of revenge and she's using ukhuzwayo to get revenge. So like I feel like nalento yokuthi like awumazi ukuthi ukhuzwayo like what does he do these days ukuthi wenzani like like but all he does ukuthi ulandelana nawe like he's always following you and I think ukuthi udeliwe umthumayo. I am scared for you nami ngiyasaba nje because now I'm close to you but I don't think ukuthi ukhuzwayo has good intentions. Yo guys, Uvuma is so surprised and he's like, he can't believe what Usamke is telling him, but he believes what Usamke is telling him because listen, he loves Usamke and what he has perceived of Usamke is that she's a good person and she wouldn't make something up like this. Once Uvuma goes home later on, we see Ukuzayo coming into the house. Ukuzayo is ready to spill the beans. Gantarazi Gutusamke is a step ahead than him. Hayi ukhuzayo mekangena zayazi sibali ngaze ngajabula ukufita lana sibali kunenyoka kunosathane kunedumoni sibali elifuna ukuhlasela lo mndeni wethu. Uvuma just looks at him is like ngiyayazi leyo nyoka inegama and igama layo ukhuzwayo. Ukhuzwayo now is surprised ukuthi like what's going on is like Uvuma basically doesn't because Usamke asked Uvuma to not tell Ukhuzwayo that she's the one who told him. So Uvuma basically tells Ukhuzwayo yazini pack everything ethi wena, pack your stuff and leave the Mbambo household. I don't want to see you ever again. Ukhuzwayo is so confused and he's like uthini sibali like what are you saying? I don't understand. Uvuma goes on to say ukuthi angazi ukuthi why being Themba from the first place because when you belong to udeliwe angazi ukuthi why being Themba. Shemukuzwa is like sibali I understand. But anyway, usibali wakhe Uvuma is like phuma lana. Uvuma threatens him and basically Ukhuzwayo just runs out the house like that. Ukhuzwayo doesn't know what's up because Uvuma did not tell him anything about what Usamke told him. But anyway, I don't know if this is going to go down well because Ukhuzwayo, guys, he's been working with Udeliwe and he's a person that's not to be messed with. Last scene, guys, we see Uzama and Usbongile. Usbongile is opening up that brown envelope she was given by the office and it's a dismissal letter and she's crying. And Uzama's like, I can't believe Uchabu. Like, how can he dismiss you, Ganjali? He's dismissing you only because Uchola no Gwenzo. Usbongile is like, yeah, that's something yaziwa him now, Uzama, but I can't prove it in any way now. Uchabu kwat people, employees to sign ukuthi Usibongile umsebenzi yakhe was not doing that well and therefore that's the reason why she's been dismissed. Uzama's like, ngeke ma F, that is unfair grounds. We can't let Uchabu, like we can't let him get away like that. And besides that, Mgani, we still have the lawsuit Dlamini. That lawsuit money can still cover your fees. And Usbongile goes on to say, that lawsuit, like, obviously, angegi pumelele, because that was Uchabu's lawyer. Chabu was paying that lawyer. So that is out of the question. Manja Uzama, what she's basically saying, my F, like, we're not going to let this, like, don't cry. Like, basically, I am here. My F ke Uzama decides, she's like, Sibongile, wait here. She opens the door, and then she screams in the dorm. She's like, Niyabasab hana. And then girls just from nowhere respond and they like, ay, asibasabi siyabafuna. So Uzama was trying to show Sibongile, I've got a back up. Like, inabantu lama who can back us up singayo protester. Si protestela abantu bawadlamini because they the ones who are basically, they benefited from your hard work. Manju Zama, guys, abasakhuluma indaba yokuthi they must go and protest against unfair dismissal Usbongile from Uchabu. She wants them to go now protest against the Dlaminis for the Dlaminis to pay back Usbongile what due to her. Usbongile, obviously, she's like Zama ngiyacela bengicela ukuthi like asicabangisise lento, like let's think about it well. But Uzama's not listening to what Usbongile is saying, guys. That's going to be interesting because listen, Uwenza doesn't know anything about it, and I'm just like, I don't know. Usbongile is like, I can do everything, but I can't sue the Dlaminis. And Uzama's like, my effing gege, these people have been playing with you for far too long. I'm not going to allow that. Guys, that is the recap of the latest episode, and you can hear yourself with your eye. There's woo yeah today. Anyway, tell me your thoughts on this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys on the next one.